Good morning, everyone. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico Style Midweek.
We are midweek. Big changes moving in today weather-wise. It's warm right now, but when you head home from work this afternoon, you might want to grab the jacket.
Yeah, definitely. We'll actually get to that forecast in a moment. I seriously wish it was going to stay nice because I don't think it's going to help with this terrible voice of mine. I don't think it's going to help the bad weather.
We're talking a lot of snow if you're going to be doing any traveling up to the north. Even folks in Santa Fe tomorrow morning could be driving to work in the snow tomorrow morning because temperatures are going to drop. It's going to get really chilly. So
I know. Well, we'll like I said, we'll talk about that in a moment at length. But I wanted to ask you, did you see the X Factor last night?
I was doing weather.
Oh my, yeah, that's true. They announced. Well, you know, we talked to Judge Nicole Scherzinger yesterday on the show, and last night was their final selective process where they have everybody come on, they do a live song, and then they have to eliminate one person from each group. So there's 4 people per group. So they have to narrow it down to 3 a group, leaving them with a top 12, which America then votes on starting next week. So last night they narrowed down their top 12. It was a spectacular show. I have to say, I was so highly impressed with some of the talent. Some of them not so good, but the judges always end up making the right decision, and they got rid of the ones who weren't so good. So I think it's a great show, and I'm not just promoting it because we're on Fox. If it doesn't matter what channel it was on, I would tell you. So next Wednesday and Thursday start the live shows, and we vote. So you got to get on top of that. Watch it. It's such a good show. Really.
Yeah, good stuff there.
Yeah. So how to say that? Now let's talk about the weather.
Okay. Yeah, big weather stuff going on this morning. We actually have winter storm warnings, winter weather advisories, and of course we're going to be getting some much needed rain here in the metro. And you look out, and the clouds look really threatening right now in Albuquerque. 51 degrees. The winds are on the north at 10 miles per hour, but really pretty with the sun shining there out on the Bosque with the leaves changing. A lot of those leaves that are going to be falling off the trees here as the winds pick up today and tonight. Right now, mainly just talking about rain up in the northern mountains, though above 10,000 feet, changing over into some snow and colder air sneaking in already up near Raton. Starting off as rain, that could freeze over. It's going to change over into snow, and some of it could be heavy at times as we head through tonight. We're talking 8 inches up near Raton Pass, and that's a busy travel area. So if you have any travel plans, you definitely want to delay them. There's the winter storm warnings in pink, winter weather advisories in blue, and that goes for the upper Rio Grande Valley, now down into the Sandias and Manzanos, and now out across the northeast and the East Plains. So that for tonight into early tomorrow morning. And again, too warm for any snow here in the metro area, but again, up near Santa Fe, we could see some tonight. Right now, we're in the 40s, or this is what we're going to be topping out at, 40s and 50s for highs, but that will occur early in the day. Temperatures will actually fall through the afternoon. So colder air pushing in from Colorado. Any rain that's around right now changing over into snow as we head through the afternoon, and then tonight all snow up in the northeast. We're talking 1 to 3 inches of snow out across the East Plains, the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, 6 to 10 inches of snow there, maybe even 1 to 3 inches of snow up near Santa Fe, Tucumcari, 1 to 3 inches out that way. And then tomorrow morning, still some lingering snow showers around. And again, we'll be cold down to the upper 30s here in the metro area, but out in the East Mountains, 3 to 5 inches of snow for the Sandias and Manzanos. And then tomorrow afternoon, the sunshine will reappear, and we'll be looking at just chilly conditions with more sunshine. Low to 60s this weekend.
It looks good for Halloween, but not so good for the next couple of days. I'm not looking forward to
We'll mess you out.
Not yet. In the meantime, let's check in with KRQE News 13 anchor Matt Mauro for today's headlines. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning, Nikki and Kristen, and good morning to you. Besides the weather, the other big story we're following this morning, the controversial Unoccupied Albuquerque protest at UNM campus turned somewhat chaotic overnight when some of those protesters refused the orders to leave. Then they got arrested, and this is all as onlookers egged on the police out there who were in riot gear. The Unoccupied Albuquerque protesters knew their deadline to get off campus was 10 o'clock last night, but many chose to stay even though the cops out there told them you will get arrested. So a small group of about 20 to 30 sat there in that circle, for the most part peacefully. They were laughing, singing, and doing some chanting too. Then police moved in. They gave them verbal warnings, told them you have to go, but the group refused to disperse, and so that's when police led them away. Some going peacefully as they talked about that they would do. Others, as you saw that one man did, resisted a little bit and had to be restrained. Now by that point, many onlookers and folks, the students from the campus who had really nothing to do with the movement, cluttered the area, and police had to move them back towards Central. Then that prompted officers to get out there in riot gear to go control the crowd.
I see the police officers and the state police being very appropriate and respectful. I see the protesters being respectful. I see everyone is frightened and excited and care passionately about what they're doing.
Well, now officials say the protesters' permit is not going to be renewed. Now, thankfully, there are no new reports of injuries to police or the protesters during anything that happened last night. And topping our morning health headlines for you at 8:05, getting a flu shot, well, it might not work as well as you probably want it to. Researchers at the University of Minnesota looked at some data taken over 40 years, and they found that the flu vaccine works just 59% of the time in healthy adults. But they also found that the nasal mist with the one with the live vaccine, it works really well for kids. In fact, prevents the flu in 83% of kids who are 7 and younger. A new study finds eating disorders affect women and men equally, but the number of men who get treated well below those who actually have some issues with eating. Researchers in Connecticut say that there's a lot of concern that men may be reluctant to go to a doctor, and if they even do, that doctors are less likely to diagnose the disorder in men because most say that it's just a female problem. And social rejection may be more harmful to your kids than being bullied. Yeah, scientists in the Netherlands found stress hormones increased in 4th graders when classmates rejected or excluded them. The stress hormones did not go up in kids who were bullied. All right, at 8:06, that's all the news for now. For more, you can check out Kristen and me every weekday on KRQE News 13 from 5 until 7. We'll get you up and get you going. And today, all day on KRQE and the website, krqe.com, we'll have updates on that winter weather that Kristen keeps talking about and updates on the unoccupied protesters and everything that happened there overnight. For now, we'll send it back to you, Kristen and Nikki.
Thanks, Matt. I should say that in unison. Now, of course, with Halloween only days away, it's not too late to find the perfect costume. Superhero, monster, princess, pirate. Kristen, our face of Fox, Elias Gallegos, and I went to find some thriller looks at Spirit Halloween Costume Shop in Albuquerque. Check us out.
This is the Spirit Halloween Superstore. This is our 18th year doing this in Albuquerque. It's a family business, and this is our main shop here on San Mateo and Cutler. We are a superstore, so what we created is an interactive experience for the customers. So you can come in and spend really a full day here. Everything that we have is hooked up to Try Me buttons. So we encourage the family experience. Try it, feel it, see if you like it before you take it home. And so that's the concept that we found to be successful and that the people of Albuquerque really enjoy about our stores.
Well, I saw the thing coming out of the sky. It had a one long horn and one big eye. Like a mister shaking in the city. It looks like a purple people eater to me.
Don't stop believing. Where's Mr. Shoot? All your links are ruined.
It was a one-eyed, one-horn flying purple people eater.
Winning.
One-eyed, one-horn flying purple people eater.
Oh, hi, I'm looking for my grandma's house. Watch out for the big bad wolf.
Hey, girls. I know where your grandma's at. She's this way.
I heard him say in a voice so gruff,
I wouldn't meet you 'cause you're so tough.
Yikes.
it was a one-eyed one.
I've got to complain if you disturb your teeth. You're under arrest. Don't anything now.
Get her out of here.
Just the facts, man. Just the facts.
Purple people eater sure looks strange to me.
It hurts to laugh, and that's funny. I loved it. Now, we didn't actually show you the costumes that we actually are going to wear. We left those out of that.
That's right. We'll surprise you.
We'll surprise you there. But what? I don't know. Which one did you like wearing the best out of those?
The robot.
Yeah,
It was
you were
definitely
great
the
as the robot.
funnest. That was a real fun one.
Well, you know what's so funny is you didn't see this, but if you pressed her tummy, like it actually like lit up.
It was sound activated and motion activated.
It's
so every
cool.
time you talk, it would light up. I thought it was a really neat robot costume.
It was. I loved it. I loved Little Red Riding Hood.
And that store, there's so many costumes there for really good prices, and there were like some really good deals there too. So a lot of it on sale. So.
But stay away from the Pimp Daddy werewolf. I don't know what that was. What was that? I don't even know what to say.
No, we had a good
funny.
time. We had too much fun.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Well, of course, Halloween not too far away, and the weather changing today. The summer weather going bye-bye, and then chillier conditions moving in starting today. In fact, we're talking winter weather up to the north.